Well, actually, we are facing mainly two challenges. Well, actually, there are a lot of them, but we are going to highlight two. The first one is to, to the overdependence on natural resources, mainly on non-renewable resources, which must change. Otherwise, future generations will not be able to meet their own needs. Secondly, the implications that the frequency and severity of climate-related events have for financial stability of all the world. Those have changed the principal mission of finance system, not just banks, but funds and general investors. Normally, we were talking about financing the economic growth, but now we are talking about financing sustainable economic growth, and this is a must. These trends become pressure for companies that intend to continue trading in the future, pressures to improve their competitiveness advantages through sustainability, pressure from consumers wishing to change the impact deriving from their consumption habits, and pressure also for the investors that they want to ensure that climate and transition risk are reduced in their portfolio. So, green finance addresses the three trends: sustainability for companies, sustainability for consumers, and sustainability for also investors. Let me go through all these three trends. We see that for this transformation, it's going to require 330 billion euros per year to undertake the ecological transition in Europe. Therefore, the involvement of the private sector is imperative as a supplement for the 140 billion euros until 2026 of the Next Generation Funds for Spain. So hence, the importance of the financial system as a necessary lever for this to happen. What about consumers? Consumers themselves are accelerating this new paradigm. Therefore, products and services that facilitate this must be transformed and created. And it is here where sustainable finance comes into play. We are talking about new insurance products that include climate risk. We are talking about financing photovoltaic panels for self-consumption. We are talking about electrical vehicles, and so on. Clients are also asking us to accelerate the transition, just to move all our money to activities that are friendly for transition. And what they are asking us is to restrict the finance to these activities that are not friendly for the planet. So this is one of the reasons, because all the institutions and the funds, we are working together to develop a sectorial regulation that support this trend. For last, authorities and investors focus on inclusion of climate and transition risk in the risk assessment carried out by financial institutions. On one hand, one of the things that we are seeing is that these companies that are performing with a sustainable manner, they have a better financial future. On the other hand, one of the things that we are seeing as well is that long-term viability of companies that are not at the path towards the green economy will have less finance, and the finance that they have is going to be with a higher cost, with a higher price. So take this into account. And let me talk a little bit about Banco Sabadell. Banco Sabadell, we do not want to be profitable by being part of the problem. What we want to do is by being part of the solution. Banco Sabadell, 25 years ago, we decided to do the first loan in mini hydros. That was in 1996, when we created the first venture capital company by investing capital in renewable energy. That was 20 years ago as well. And 20 years ago, we built our headquarters in Barcelona with a LEED certification and gold rating, because we were prioritizing the environmental, the physical, and the emotional health of all our people. Moreover, the 99% of the energy that we are consuming at the moment is from renewable sources. We are one of the 3 top banks leaders as lenders of renewable energy for the last 20 years, and we have been the Spanish institution that has reduced the energy consumption the most in 2020. All these examples, what I want to say is that sustainability is part of the bank value proposition. How do we see that? We want to support our customers in the transition towards a low-emission economy, social responsibility, and a healthy governance. And how do we do that? The first thing to do is knowing what we are talking about. It's not so easy. The first thing we've done has been analyzing all the activities and policies that are considered sustainable and which ones are not. And we introduce this assessing to all the loan granting procedures. Secondly, the other thing that we are doing is advising our customers. How do we do that? First of all, we have specialized our teams, risk teams and commercial teams, in order to have enough knowledge to do this advice. Secondly, with proximity and getting to know our customers, with sustainable KYCs, what we do a questionnaire annually and try to identify the needs and offer solutions to all our customers. We also try to identify opportunities for companies wishing to receive help from the European Recovery Funds and facilitating this access. It's going to be a mess. It's not going to be easy. So we have tracked a procedure within the bank to help our customers to get or to reach these funds. And finally, with training, we have company hubs with more than 65 webinars to teach our customers how to manage with all this stuff of sustainability, so important for us. We also do sustainable products, customer operations. We've done for the first 6 months of this year more than 3,600 million of sustainability finance. And moreover, we have to take into account that we have a lot of investors, particularly institutionals, that they want to contribute also to this sustainability trend. So we generate capacities with financial instruments such as green, social, or sustainable bonds for them, but also we help customers place sustainability bonds into capital markets. With various investment vehicles and programs, we are trying to promote sustainable companies like Cinia Renovables or Best Startup Health. This is why, at the beginning of that year, we launched Best Startup Green. It's a vertical to invest in technologies that facilitate several things: energy transition, smart cities, mobility, water management, industry, and circular economy. Just in these 2 or 3 months, we have received more than 136 projects, and those have been submitted. So one of the things that I would like to highlight is that green finance is not something that's going to pass through. It's something important. It's something that is going to be cross-setting all the activity of finance. In Banco Sabadell, what we want is to be profitable by being part of the problem, but by being part of the solution. Thank you very much.